I'm Takahiro Miyao, and I'm going to talk about Japanese fashion, kawaii culture. Japanese fashion is getting a lot of attention, especially from girls all over the world. Actually, not just young girls, but the women of all ages seem to be interested in Japanese fashion, especially the so-called kawaii fashion, where kawaii means cute literally in English, but in the Japanese context, it implies more than that. Almost anything nice and attractive to young girls is cute, kawaii. The point here is nice and looking nice and attractive young girls, but not boys, not necessarily boys. Well, Japanese fashion is almost always for women themselves, trying to look, young and cute, and that is in contrast to Western fashion, where more assertiveness and the rather sexy outlook to man emphasized. Another point about Japanese fashion is its subtlety in color, design, and coordination. Because of the Japanese traditional culture of visual orientation with the very delicate color, design, and general coordination, which has been pursued to the ultimate. Therefore, you can often see in the Western fashion the bright colors like the blue and red, sometimes gold, whereas in Japanese fashion you rather see kind of blood colors like the pink, brown, gray, etc. Even black color in the Japanese fashion has a lot of gradation, much like in the calligraphy or sumie, that's a black wash painting. Then the natural question is how young girls wear the blood-colored clothing in, let's say, gray or black, while being, while look like the young and cute. Well, the answer lies not just in color, but in the shape, design, and coordination, as well as other things like accessories. And also the makeup is one of the crucially important components of Japanese fashion. And hairdressing is literally dressing. And therefore the typical young Japanese girl spends an hour or so in polishing herself before going out every morning. This kind of girl-centered fashion has a lot of implications in society, especially towards men's fashion, which has become more and more sex neutral, and unisex clothing for men and women is quite common. And anything masculine or anything boyish seems to be suppressed, and the boys are becoming more and more like behaving like the girls in some sense. And this kind of new men, boys, are sometimes called the soushokke, vegetable-eating boys, as compared to meat-eating girls, nikushokke joshi, which are increasing in number. But anyway, Japanese kawaii fashion has become the very popular genre of the world fashion scene. And the Japanese government is taking advantage of this situation by appointing a number of so-called kawaii girls as cultural ambassadors to advertise not only Japanese fashion but also Japanese culture in general. In conclusion, Japanese fashion has been very successful because of its traditional roots in culture, with visual subtlety in color design and coordination, and the attention to details. And the Japanese kawaii culture is so popular because of its blend of the traditional culture with the contemporary girls' sense of cuteness. Therefore, this kind of Japanese fashion may well coexist and complementary with the Western fashion, where more assertiveness and sexy looking are emphasized. Well, that's about Japanese fashion, kawaii culture. Thank you for viewing.